everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today's video is going to be all about the new Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation. I just recently picked this up from the drugstore and I've been dying to film with it. So if you guys are interested in this foundation and want to kind of hear my thoughts and opinions, go ahead and keep watching. So I already went ahead and applied my moisturizer. Today I'm using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. And then to apply the foundation today, I'm going to be doing half my face with my favorite foundation brush. It is a Sigma F80. And then I'm going to be doing the other side with the Real Technique sponge. I just want to be able to tell you guys which method I prefer and kind of let you guys know which one builds up more coverage. So I'm going to take the foundation and squirt a little bit of it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to kind of work off the back of my hand so I don't apply too much. And I have this in the color 15, by the way. I hope this matches me. I don't know for a fact if it will, but we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm going to take a little bit on my brush and start to kind of like buff it on this side of the face. So far I feel like this is going to be a good color for me. I think I did a good job just guessing. You guys know how it is at the drugstore. Finding foundation colors is not easy at all. Okay, honestly, with that first little bit, I'm already impressed. Like, look at that coverage with that little bit that I put on. As you guys saw, like, I didn't even use the whole pump that I put on the back of my hands, and it already looks, like, really good with the color correction aspect of it. Because you guys know how much redness and discoloration I have. But so far, this foundation seems like it does feel very lightweight. It doesn't feel like it's a drying matte finish. It doesn't really feel moisturizing either. It kind of just feels like a demi matte. Like, it feels like matte, but not drying matte. Kind of like a satin matte. But so far I feel like the coverage is really good. I'm going to see how it builds up as well, but so far I do like the application of the brush. I feel like it blended really easy. I didn't have to do too much work on this side. I feel like it was really easy to put on and blend away. Okay, so let me know what you guys think so far. I have a little bit on this side of my face. I kind of did a little bit here and kind of blended it up that way. So far, I feel like the coverage is actually really good for a drugstore foundation. I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit more on this side with the brush, and I kind of want to see how the coverage builds up. Okay, so I'm honestly kind of surprised, but I absolutely have like no complaints so far about this foundation. Honestly, like looking super close in the mirror, it doesn't look like texturized or cakey literally at all. And you guys can just obviously see, for example, how much it has coverage. It looks really natural so far, but it obviously covered up my discoloration. I think I'm definitely going to add more on this side later, but I'm going to start to kind of work some with the sponge on this side to kind of see what coverage the sponge gives me, so that I can kind of let you guys know what method I prefer. But so far, I kind of feel like I'm going to be liking the brush a lot better. Usually it's opposite. I feel like I like sponges better, but I don't know why, but this foundation works so well with the brush. It blends like so beautifully and so seamlessly so far. So I just went ahead and squirted some on the back of the sponge. I'm going to go ahead and start kind of beating my face with this, and then I will let you guys know what I think. To be honest, it's kind of hard to tell a big difference to like the eye with each side, but just in my personal opinion, I feel like the brush definitely applied the foundation easier and a little bit more seamless. Obviously, you guys saw that this blended pretty quick too, but I almost kind of feel like it took a little bit more time to blend this side out. And I don't know how I'm even feeling about my Real Technique sponge. You guys know that I just recently picked up this sponge and I've been kind of using it for the past like couple weeks now to kind of see if I like it. And I almost kind of feel like I want to go back to my Beauty Blender, because I just feel like this is good, but it's not the exact same as the Beauty Blender quality, so I'm probably low-key going to be buying a Beauty Blender again. I mean, this is good if you're on a budget, but I just honestly prefer that black Beauty Blender. I don't know if it's just because I have a little bit of facial hair, if it works better with that, but this sponge, just like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like when you look super close, I've used it probably like 4 or 5 times now, and it's already getting really like deformed right here. Isn't that weird? Yeah, like it won't go back to its like natural form shape, so I don't think I'm going to be repurchasing this Real Technique sponge. I'm honestly going to go back to the brush. I'm going to put some on the back of my hands, and then I'm going to kind of put more of the foundation on with the brush, because I just feel like it looks a little bit more flawless, and it definitely gives me way more coverage. Yeah, like I don't know if you guys can tell right here, but I feel like I'm already getting such better coverage on this side with the brush. If you guys have tried this foundation, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I've heard like literally nothing but good feedback on it, so I would love to hear your guys' reviews if you've tried this one as well. Another thing I'm really appreciating about this foundation, I like that it's not getting like texturized or like cakey, even though I'm like packing a lot on. Because usually when you put a matte foundation on, sometimes if you layer it, it can get a little bit like texturized. So I'm really glad that this one blends like very seamlessly. I'm honestly really surprised, you guys, but every time I look in the mirror, I just like this foundation a lot more. I don't know, I just feel like it looks really, really good on the skin. Especially the fact that this is a drugstore foundation, it has a good price point. I feel like this looks kind of just like all the other really high-end foundations I have. I think that this is really comparable to the Tarte Amazonian Clay. I feel like this one has that same kind of like whipped, airy gel texture, and it feels like it does provide that same like matte finish. But I feel like the Amazonian Clay would be a little bit better for oilier skin because it would have that Amazonian Clay to kind of absorb the oil throughout the day. And I feel like that one definitely does have a little bit more coverage than this one, but I think that this has that same kind of like texture and feel. And then next, to add a little bit of coverage under my eyes, I'm going to be using my same Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to be using a little bit of the Maybelline Master Concealer. This is my hands down all-time favorite under eye concealer. Probably going to have to declare it as my favorite all-time drugstore under eye concealer. I feel like nothing seriously compares to this concealer. I have not found anything this good at the drugstore. It's my all-time fave. Like, look at that. Look at that coverage. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish all my makeup off camera, and then I'll be right back to share with you guys my final kind of thoughts and opinions on this foundation, and show you guys whatever look that I do for today. Alright you guys, so I'm all finished with my makeup now, and are you guys not dying for this lip? If you guys are wondering what lip I am wearing, this is Jeffree Star's Scorpio. I am absolutely in love with it. And for the foundation, you guys, I'm honestly still super impressed with it. It has a good natural finish of the skin. It's nice because it's matte, but it's not like overly drying matte. I feel like some foundations that are matte can be a little bit dehydrating, or they can get a little bit cakey if you kind of put a lot on. But I feel like this one blended so nice and so seamlessly. I was super happy with the first initial little bit that I put on, because when I put a tiny bit on it first, I felt like I did a really good job at covering up on my redness and all my acne. And a lot of times you can't get good full coverage on acne areas, so I was really happy that this one actually covered up my acne spots pretty well. I'm definitely going to have to consider this one of my favorite drugstore foundations. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I like it a lot better than the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I feel like this has such a better texture than the Matte and Poreless. I feel like it's less like liquidy and watery. It has a little bit more of that like whipped texture. This foundation is so nice because you can get a light coverage or a full coverage, so it's going to be good for everybody, whether they need like a full glam coverage or a no makeup look. I feel like honestly anybody can wear this foundation. But yeah, so that's going to do it for today's review. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys are subscribed and give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I cannot thank you guys enough for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.